With the siege and insurrection that took place at the Capitol building, Donald Trump was banned from Twitter due to fears that he may incite further violence. Up until this point, it was already pretty insane that America had a president who was basically trolling world leaders online. It all seemed jovial and became kindling for late night talk show hosts. So with Trump's Twitter now gone forever, let's recap some of the craziest tweets President Donald Trump has ever sent. Coming in at number 10, Covfefe. On May 31st, 2017, at 6 minutes after midnight, President Trump sent out a really bizarre tweet. This apparent typo sent the world into a downward spiral of trying to decode what the hell Covfefe meant. The tweet remained up for about 5.5 hours before finally being deleted. To quote the tweet for you, it said, "Despite the constant negative press, Covfefe." And that tweet got 127,484 retweets and over 160,000 likes by the time it was taken down. To make this typo into even more of a conspiracy theory though, the press secretary at the time, Sean Spicer, said at a news conference, "I think the president and a small group of people know exactly what he meant." For many of Trump's critics though, this represented a display of incompetence from America's leader. But first, before I hit our next point, I need you guys to hit that like button to show some love to the channel. And with that out of the way, let's just move on, shall we? Coming in at number 9, fake news. Trump sure does love calling people fake news, so much that he probably thinks any negative press against him is fake. Much like Richard Nixon, he depends solely on the silencing of his opposition to appear greater than he is. By only reading what his own fan base thinks, it just continues his moment-to-moment confirmation bias. And to prove that, this tweet reads, "Any negative polls are fake news, just like the CNN, ABC, NBC polls in the election. Sorry, people want border security and extreme vetting." Now, I'm not saying all of these news organizations are perfect, but calling someone fake news because you don't agree with their polling data is just crazy, and from his position of power, it's simply unconscionable. Coming in at number 8, no sign of intelligent life. Back in May of 2013, Trump was nowhere near the presidency, but he was still spouting off about just how high his IQ levels were. Trump said, "Sorry losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest and you all know it. Please don't feel so stupid or insecure, it's not your fault." I believe it was Stephen Hawking who said, "People who boast about their IQs are losers." So who are you going to trust on this matter? To me, it just shows Trump's lack of awareness and humility. I don't think spouting off that you have a high IQ is anything that people actually will take seriously, and swap that with blind confidence and maybe we're getting somewhere. Coming in at number 7, blatant discrimination. On November 25th, 2014, Donald Trump was making some very ignorant remarks about the sitting president, Barack Obama. If you don't agree with his policies, that's one thing, but blaming it on the man's race has absolutely nothing to do with anything. Trump tweeted, "Sadly, because President Obama has done such a poor job as president, you won't see another black president for generations. By that standard, let's make sure that America never elects another old white reality TV show star with a fake tan that makes him look like he's going to a Halloween party as the annoying orange. For generations." Sorry, I forgot to add that. In at number 6, Mr. Conspiracy. Trump loves keeping the American public divisive and fighting as they sit in the greatest economic crash of all time. Over 40 million Americans are unemployed and people are dying for a number of different reasons, but if he can stir up some conspiracies from a tweet he sent from his bunker, you won't have the capacity to focus on what he's actually been doing. He claimed that the media was only showing a bright side to looters, but that is just straight up false. Not one person thinks that the looters are part of the peaceful protesters, but by mixing those two together, he felt that it was valid to send in the National Guard. Even worse was dispersing his own Secret Service to attack peaceful protesters because he wanted a photo op at a church. Trump tweeted on June 2nd at 9:29 p.m., "So pathetic to watch the fake news lamestream media playing down the gravity and depravity of the radical left, looters and thugs ripping up our liberal Democrat-run only cities. It is almost like they're all working together. Except for the fact that this is happening in all 50 states that you were in charge of." Okay. Coming in at number 5, complete denial. Back in June of 2016, Trump had been labeled as a racist, which was a big talking point for a lot of his competition. In order to take his competition down and muddy the water, Trump said Mitt Romney had his chance to beat a failed president, but he choked like a dog. Now he calls me racist, but I am least racist person there is. By referring to a human being as a dog, you're not exactly convincing us or anyone that you are the least racist person ever, or that there is. I don't know what he said in that tweet. You're just convincing everyone that you certainly have the ability to stoop as low as possible to raise yourself up. That's really all that is. Coming in at number 4, global warming. In case you were not aware, Donald Trump is basically the authority on climate change, and he's arrived at the conclusion that it's fictional. Simply because he doesn't agree with the media, so he must take the furthest side from what they're saying. Trump, the science expert, said on Twitter back in 2014, "Windmills are the greatest threat in the US to both bald and golden eagles. Media claims fictional global warming is worse." I can guarantee you that he will swap his stance when Mar-a-Lago is underwater. Because here's how blind he is too, and this actually affects Mar-a-Lago specifically, which is all the more baffling. Trump actually axed a rule that would help protect coastal properties from flooding. In June of 2017, he announced that it was in the country's best interest to withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord. And it might not work out. Or just wear rain boots, I guess? I don't know. Coming in number 3, child's play. Bob the Builder over here loves to tell everyone constantly how much he builds. He builds the best Lego structures of all time. He just keeps building things. It's amazing. Back in May of 2015, Trump attacked his competition, including the very party that he would join, by saying, "I am the best builder. Just look at what I've built. Hillary can't build. Republican candidates can't build. They don't have a clue." In reality, he doesn't build anything. He just simply slaps his name on it and claims he built it. I mean, look at this Trump tie, made in China. What a legendary builder. It doesn't matter that it's made in China and he has his logo on it. I mean, lots of companies do that. The point is that he's claiming he personally is responsible for it all, which is just ludicrous. Coming in number 2, never forget. Donald Trump loves speaking in the third person, but on more than one occasion, he actually tagged himself and then complimented himself as himself. On September 11, 2013, Trump said, @RealDonaldTrump, I would like to extend my best wishes to all, even the haters and losers, on this special date, September 11th. What in the what? Not only did he tweet that gem out, but he also bragged that he had donated to charities that would assist the victims of 9/11, only to turn around and actually give nothing. You can look that up. Coming in at number 1, the J is for joke. So next up we have this lovely tweet where Trump said, "The media is so after me on women. Wow, this is a tough business. Nobody has more respect for women than Donald Trump." Nobody has more respect for women? Well, how about that leaked audio from Access Hollywood, which clearly shows how little you care about women, dude?
It's like a magnet. You just, I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the do anything.
Now with our list coming to an end, let's quickly check out some of your comments from the video titled "A New Pandemic is Coming Update." Queen Lovey says, "It's so weird thinking that we're living through history." Yeah, that is weird. There's a lot of history happening right now. I really hope someone's writing it down. Am I supposed to be doing that? Nah, we'll get to it. Oh Laud says, "This is 2020 Season 2, Episode 14. I want this show to be canceled. Please. Sashia Rogers says, "The Simpsons writers may have done it again. They need to stop. Or write an episode where everything ends with it happily. Please." Sandeep Mandel says, "It's only been 14 days through 2021 and it's already a disaster." You know what, maybe we just need to look at the bright side. Maybe like 2020 was just so negative that we just kept the negativity going into 2021. Who knows? There might be some good stuff. Try Googling feel good news. See what comes up. Garnett97 says, "I'm still strangely optimistic about 2021. Keep up the positivity." See? Let's do it, guys. Strangely optimistic about 2021. That's the new mood. Let's keep up that positivity. But for now, I've been your host, Johnny Rogers. That's been today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube.